The concept for today is to talk about converged infrastructure. If you're not familiar with what converged infrastructure is, hopefully you'll learn in the next couple minutes. I think today's been great. We've been looking at the top of the layer, looking at the application stack, looking at the service infrastructure and the changes of how people are expecting IT services like they're getting consumer services. I think the rest of the day is really going to be focused on how we deliver services, how infrastructure is changing. And one of the ways that I see infrastructure changing is when corporations, enterprises, people decide that they do still want to retain that on-premise infrastructure. One of the ways that they can adapt and that they can move more rapidly to provide platform as a service on top of infrastructure as a service is to leverage converged infrastructure. One of the consistent trends that I see across the whole converged infrastructure story, and something that I talk to many customers about, and I know there's a lot of administrators in this room, there's a lot of architects in this room, is that it's interesting that in each of these products, that's in different ways, they're taking a lot of that decision-making process and that architecture control away. You know, the value of the infrastructure that these teams are automating or bringing to market isn't business value. I think that the value of these types of products are we can accelerate business value. And I look at the teams and the administrators and the infrastructure architects and say, what else could you be doing that actually automates or provides better business value? If you're spending a lot of time in the data center, or if you're spending a lot of time on code upgrades, or you're spending a lot of time just managing widgets, what if you turned that and started using that time to do things like building and providing cloud portals, or transforming, spending more time in application or project design meetings so you have a voice in the infrastructure design instead of just getting handed an application stack to support.
Converged has allowed us to do things very, very rapidly without much extra thought. Things like capacity upgrades and plugging in a few blades or some disk or just become very, very simple conversations. They don't have to worry about where, is there square footage in the data center? Do we have a place to put anything? They're dealing strictly at the VM level and up. They can focus in on more advanced application delivery, leveraging load balancers and et cetera. They can focus in on highly resilient systems and failover capabilities and all of those things that provide true business value. We have seen and are experiencing approximately a 60% improvement in our speed to delivery, just in general terms, right? I'm not talking about provisioning a VM in a few minutes, which is kind of trivia, but when it comes to soup to nuts, from solution design to construction of multiple environments and promotion paths, it's happening very, very quickly. On the whole, Converged has driven a lot of things to really help us accelerate.